If you use AnyTone radios or are looking to upgrade to an AnyTone 578 mobile from your handheld, then there's probably a time when you're going to want to import your existing code plug. And you'll probably think to yourself, I can just use the same code plug, right? Well, actually with the 578, because it offers different bands, it might be a little bit more difficult. So today, we'll walk you through how to import your code plug from either your AnyTone handheld or your mobile so you can get back on the air. Okay, so now we're going to take the code plug from the 878 Plus here and add it to the 578. Now there's a few reasons you would want to do this, but generally if you got another radio and want to just take your existing code plug and use it on it, this is what you want to do. But you can't just take the code plug file directly to it. Now you may also switch to a different handheld and run into problems with that, and this will be a solution for you. So first, open up your computer and then open the CPS, so we're going to start with the radio. Make sure your radio is turned on and plugged in, and then go ahead and click on the COM port icon here, and then select your COM port, COM3 in this case, but that may be different for you. Okay, and now we're going to go to the left of that button to the Read from Radio button. Click on it and read the data from the radio. In this case, we do, unfortunately, it does take a minute, but we do want to read all of the data, so go ahead and click OK. Okay, so there we go, the read data completed. So we now have all of the information from our 878 Plus handheld radio in our CPS. Now, if you were going to a perfectly identical radio that was, no different at all, you could just do a save as, and then save that to your desktop, and then basically import that to your next radio. The problem is if there's any difference, a different firmware version, a different band plan, or in this case, two different radios, that's not going to work. So what we will want to do now that we have everything here is go up to Tool and then click on Export. Now from here we want to click on Export All. Now I'm just going to save this to my desktop here, and we'll give it a file name. Let's see, 878 Plus. So we know what we're working with, then go ahead and save that. Okay, there we go. So the export is complete. Now that can also take a minute, so don't worry about it if it does. So click OK. And now at this point, we can close out of here. Now it's not a bad time to go ahead and save your code plug. Just do a save as for your 878, just in case anything ever happens to it. That way you have it all backed up. But we can close out of the software now. There we go. And at this point, go ahead and open up your 578 software. We can see all of our files that showed up here on the desktop. It's probably not a bad idea to make a folder for it, just so we can contain all of those files. There we go. And I'm just going to add all of them to it. There we go. Just like that. Keep things organized, it'll make your life a lot easier. Open up that 578 software, make sure our radio is turned on, and I'm going to unplug the 878 and plug in the 578 now at this point. Okay, and same process here. We're first going to read from the radio. Make sure you first select your COM port, in this case COM3, and then read from the radio with that button to the left there. Now we don't need to read everything at this point because we don't care about the info. We just want the CPS to be on the same page as the radio in terms of band plans and everything like that. So there we go. It should only take a couple seconds. There we go, read data complete. Now at this point, what we can do is go up to Tool and then Import. Just click OK. Now from here, we're going to import from File List. Click on that. We can open up that folder we created on our desktop, and then import the 878 Plus LST file, and then click Yes. And there we go, import complete. So just click OK, And there we go. So now we have all of this information. And we'll check to see if we actually have everything. Yep, we have our zones. So at this point, you could actually import this to your radio. Now there's a few things that it's not going to transfer over. So like that custom boot image that we had, it's not going to show that. Now if I open up optional settings, go into work mode, there's a few things I like to change just immediately, like change this from frequency to channel. It's not going to transfer everything over, but it will get all of the actual information. So all the stuff that's hard to do, it will transfer over. But if you want to get all of your, creature comfort, so to speak, all of your settings, here you will want to do that manually. But all of the important information and all of the large lists of information that will be very difficult to just manually enter, it will transfer all of that. So now at this point, just go ahead and click on the COM port button one more time, and then go ahead and write to radio and make sure to check the digital contact list for this one. Go ahead and click OK. Okay, so there we go. The write data is completed. So let's take a look at it real quick. Just wait for it to turn back on here. There we go. So check that out. We have all of the same information in here, the same code plug as we do on this radio. So I'll just switch zones real quick. There you go. We can see we have that same zone there. How cool is that? So obviously the background, custom background image didn't come across. But that's in that optional settings. But everything else on the radio is now here, and we are ready to go. So this will work on, going from an 878 to a 578. You can do it in reverse if you want to go from a 578 to an 878, or an 868 to an 878, 878 plus to a 868, all of the different combinations. This will work fine for. And if you're having trouble transferring a code plug from two identical radios, this may work for you too, because sometimes if the band plan has been changed, or if you bought yours a long time ago, they may have had different band plans then. If you're looking to upgrade your code plug, but don't have time to sit down and spend your day staring at the CPS, don't worry. Here at Bridgecom, we've crafted an exclusive code plug we like to call the Super Code Plug that will help you avoid spending hours programming your radio. Click the link down below to learn more. Thanks for watching. I'm Cody, W3AMG 73.